A congress is much more than a meeting point for professionals. When I organize a convention or symposium, I always look for and try to offer an additional element, because when you work in pleasant surroundings and you have all the services and facilities at your disposal, the result is always better. I look for an attractive place, with charm, where those that attend the Congress feel comfortable at home, where they can forget their daily work routine. But at the same time, has good communications with the main capitals that's accessible from anywhere, by plane as well as by rail and road. A place that can offer services that match these new times we live in. I want to find a welcoming city with a lot of life, but without the bustle and noise of the big capitals. A city where you can still walk everywhere. A modern city. It has to be a place that has modern and comfortable hotels and that offers a large number of conference halls with all the necessary technical and human resources, and that's able to hold everything from the most multitudinous congress to small meetings. I wondered whether there was a place like that, and I thought there wasn't. But a professional colleague suggested that before making a decision, I should get in contact with the Congress office of Murcia. After a phone call, I was invited to spend a few days to see at first hand the great things that are available here.
Murcia, City of Congresses.
Hello, darling.
Hello, how's it going?
I've just arrived in Murcia. The journey was fantastic.
Have you got to the hotel yet?
I'm in the hotel now. It's a wonderful day. How are you?
Fine. We're both fine. Remember, we want to get to know Murcia too. Don't forget.
Don't worry, I won't. I've got to go now. Encarna from the Murcia Congress office has just arrived to show me around the city. I'll call you tomorrow. Bye, my love.
Bye, darling.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
A colleague of mine told me that I should get to know it, but it's a very warm and friendly city. I got in contact with you and here I am.
It's a comfortable city to live in spite of the fact that it's grown a lot in the last few years. It's a city where you can walk everywhere, and you will have seen that there are no tall buildings. The highest is the cathedral.
The cathedral. They've told me that it's beautiful. I've seen the main facade and the cathedral in photos and on television, but I haven't seen any more.
Yes, the different facades and chapels always catch people's attention. When we visit it, you'll see that the Baroque facade is a real open-air museum, and the chapel of the Velez is beautiful. We'll also have a look at the chapel of the Juntarones.
Fine.
Y la capilla de los Vélez es realmente preciosa, y también la de Junterones. Vamos a visitar.
What other interesting places are there in the city?
Murcia has a historical heritage dating back centuries, such as in the buildings of the Bishop's Palace and the casino. All of them are situated in the historical centre of the city, a pedestrian area characterised by exclusive shops, numerous open-air cafes and restaurants.
I imagine that with the great climate you have here in Murcia, these places in the open air must be full of people.
Yes, you're right. Murcia is a Mediterranean city and enjoys a warm climate, thanks to the sun that shines most of the year. And the character of the inhabitants is very open. Nobody feels like a stranger here.
Excuse me, Encarna. After a day at the Congress, what can people do in Murcia to enjoy their free time?
Anything from following the routes through the agricultural areas surrounding the urban zone, having a walk around the city, and visiting one of the numerous museums.
Speaking of museums, the Saltillo and that of the painter Ramon Gaya have been recommended to me.
Yes, of course. Everyone who visits Murcia is interested in seeing the works of the sculptor Saltillo. You would enjoy seeing the religious figures that are paraded through the streets of the city on Easter Friday, as well as having a look at the nativity scene, made up of more than 500 pieces.
For dinner and going out at night, what do you recommend?
There's an endless number of places to have dinner in the city, both for sit-down meals as well as picking at the local delicacies. There are magnificent restaurants and excellent bars where you can enjoy an endless number of these snacks. I would advise you not to leave before you've tried zarangollo and the pastel de carne. After dinner, you can go to the Romea Theatre or the Auditorium, which offer a wide variety of first-rate performances. Or have a drink in one of the many bars or nightclubs that there are here.
I've discovered that Murcia is the ideal place to hold any type of convention, congress or symposium. I've chosen Murcia to organise the next professional congresses for 5 reasons. It's a city that's nearly always bathed in sunshine, that enjoys an enviable climate and a clean, warm light that invites you to walk around. Murcia is a modern city, dynamic and open to progress. Its gastronomy is another of its great attractions. The people of Murcia know how to get the most out of their varied larder, preserving the virtues of the Mediterranean diet with the addition of imagination and a touch of talent. And of course, for the facilities that house the congresses. Murcia has a large number of places to hold conferences, the auditorium and the conference centre, with its annex, being the most outstanding amongst them. It has numerous independent conference halls, with restaurant services and commercial exhibitions. What's on offer, both in terms of cultural and leisure activities, is extremely wide and interesting. I've loved Murcia, and the Congress has been marvellous. I've liked the Congress Centre very much. It's a versatile building, with a lot of light and ideal for holding all types of social events. Everything has worked perfectly. I haven't had to worry about anything. The conference office of Murcia has supplied me with everything I need. Excellent. This privileged enclave has allowed the participants of the Congress to do things in the afternoons and discover some of the charm of this region that's so full of contrasts. Some of them have been able to go to the Valle de Ricote, while others have preferred to visit the Mar Menor, enjoying its sandy beaches and doing different water sports. All these are less than an hour from the city by car. Now I've got to know the city and seen that those attending the Congress have been very satisfied with everything. I have to admit that Murcia is a privileged place as a city of congresses. Now I must leave you. I have to fulfill a promise.
And